One of the most frequently asked questions in the sports community is, how can I improve my punching power? How to throw the most powerful blows? We usually see the veteran boxer who can actually hit the crushing blows due to the experience and a lot of practice. And there are others who are looking for a magic trick to boost their punches and make them super powerful. So if you want to increase the power of your punches at any level, it's simply a matter of physics applied to the punches themselves. The force acting on an object is equal to the mass of the object, multiplied by its acceleration. So I'd like to invite you to stay with me to find out more about how this equation applies to punching. Dear boxing fans, I'm greeting you from the Boxing Tech channel. I'm Anwar, a boxing coach. I've more than 20 years of coaching experience. On my channel, I delve into the realm of boxing strategies, where I dive into the most important details of training techniques, tactics, and boxing mindset, and moving on to the boxing combos, reviewing the most common mistakes that some boxers and coaches make during the drills. Join me on this journey. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced boxer, you'll gain more knowledge with us. I'll explain this equation and show you how to hit harder and improve your performance in any sport, especially boxing. It's about maximizing the amount of your muscles that you can move in the fastest time, so the end result is the formation of powerful strokes. The greater the mass of the muscle used to execute the punch, the greater the force that can be generated. The force produced depends on several factors, such as muscle mass, the acceleration of the punch, and the angle of the strike. More muscle mass means a greater ability to generate energy and therefore more force in the strike. Of course, you can see this in practice by punching a heavy bag with just your arm and then comparing it to the force that you can generate by pushing off from the ground. I want you to push the arm with the shoulder with synchronized force as your torso and hip rotate toward the target, as well as pushing your legs off from the ground to generate power. Watch with me as the power surges from the feet through the torso and exits with the arm's movement towards the target like a thunderbolt. And always remember to exhale before each punch. Exhaling, my friends, is very important to help relax your core muscles and keep your lungs and heart healthy. And don't forget to fully extend your arm while punching. This helps to transmit more power to the target. While some boxers punch like this, of course this short punch is useless. In fact, utilizing all that muscle mass from your body weight with any punch will result in a completely different and tremendous result. Due to this great power and focus on a specific target, the blow becomes a very effective punch and is capable of knocking the opponent down immediately. This is what is known as a knockout. And now let's try this exercise to prove it to you. Although I'm sure you are fully convinced that what we have talked about is indeed true. I'll first start by punching this bob figure using only the mass of the arms, ignoring the trunk and leg muscles this time, and see what happens. Did you guys see the impulse? They didn't have enough power. Now I'm going to try a second punch with the addition of another block of my body, and this time I'm going to use my arm muscles along with my trunk muscles. Yes, the result is slightly better than the first one. The bob figure swung a little bit more. This was obviously due to the trunk muscles that provided more energy to the arm muscles. Now let's move on to the third experiment. In this one, I'm going to add 3 muscle groups, as I mentioned earlier. I will punch bob using arm, trunk, and leg muscles while simultaneously rotating the hips. Awesome! Bob's head swung harder than the previous times, and that's what we were looking for, an impactful and powerful punch. As a result of this forceful blow to the head, the brain vibrates inside the skull. This is called a concussion, which causes temporary changes in brain function, such as loss of consciousness, confusion, headache, dizziness, and nausea. By the way, before I move on to the next piece of information, I want to mention one more fact about technical knockout. As long as the elements of speed and surprise are present, any legal blow to the target area, such as the jaw or liver, will naturally result in an effective knockout. Because as we all know, sometimes the sudden blows we receive in certain situations have a painful effect. This, of course, is due to the state of stillness and relaxation of the muscles. If we anticipate such blows, we won't feel pain, because anticipating pain or blows can reduce their intensity by preparing the body and mind. When we know a blow is coming, we tighten the muscles in the anticipated area, which minimizes the impact of the blow. In addition, the brain prepares to manage pain more effectively. It is worth mentioning here, my friends, that boxers develop toughness and stamina through continuous and intensive training. This training not only improves their technique in attack and defense, but also strengthens their bodies to withstand blows. Training programs include rigorous physical exercises, cardio, and core strengthening exercises, which help boxers improve their endurance and resilience in the ring. Let's go back to our original topic of blows power and explain the second element of this equation. It is the speed. In fact, some people can throw punches more quickly because they have physical preparation along with practice, while some novice boxers take a long time to develop speed. I would encourage you to follow these steps to improve the speed and power of your blows. I would also like to draw your attention to a very important point regarding strength and speed training. You should separate strength training and speed training by a sufficient amount of time, about 24 to 48 hours, depending on the intensity of the exercise, to allow the muscles to recover and minimize the risk of injury. Keep in mind to always start by stretching and warming up first for 10 to 20 minutes. I often see some trainers or boxers making this mistake. It is recommended that you schedule your speed workouts before your strength and endurance days. Of course, my friends, this is not my words, but the words of experts in the field. I learned this during my previous academic studies in Europe.
Why do boxers train a lot on the rope at a low cost and one of the most effective and enjoyable ways to improve your performance in boxing? If you are one of those who do not train on rope, you have missed a lot. Benefits of jumping rope for fighters: better endurance, better movement inside the ring, increase in hitting power, improve breathing efficiency, improve the ability to remain calm, agility and good coordination. Those who do not use jumping rope, and this always make them lag behind the rest. Advantages of jumping rope: you can practice jumping rope a few rounds every day and the results after a month will be amazing. Best foot movement, agility and coordination. It will make your later maneuvers in a better position and you will have better conditioning, and then you will have good control over your lower part of the body. This is due to the repetitive movement in the process of jumping rope, and this will activate your mind and feet. Jumping rope forces you to be more aware of your feet and more coordinated, and this will make you fight easily inside the ring, and you will be able to control your feet and make a big difference on the field. Stamina: jumping rope is number one in developing endurance in boxing. More rhythmic: jumping rope simulates the rhythm of battle better than other exercises. Fighters who do not jump rope do not have sustained concentration and are slow and moving from stillness to movement. Jumping on the rope improves concentration, so your brain will not sleep inside the ring because you are accustomed to always having something in front of it, the rope, and this will help you avoid incoming punches. More stronger: rope increases your striking power. Your body learns how to move efficiently, and this same skill affects the way you punch. How to jump rope: the best way to learn how to jump rope is to try for 30 minutes in a row every day for a week. When you get tired, just stand quietly, take a deep breath, and try again. The important thing is to maintain a steady breathing and rhythm. 30 minutes will seem like a long time, but trust me, your body will adapt quickly. You will get tired quickly in the first minutes, but after that, you will adapt quickly. Useful tips for beginners jumping rope: breathe through the nose only. This calms breathing and increases stamina. Bend your knees slightly. Jump faster and shorter. It is better than jumping higher and slower. This is better for developing rhythm. Rotate the rope using your arms, not your shoulders. Allow the rope to gently hit the floor so that you have an audible rhythm to follow. Jump rope training: jumping rope can be used as a warm-up or cool down, and jump rope for 10 to 15 minutes, 3 continuous rounds without rest. After getting used to the rope, start learning some other jumping movements so that you do not fall into the trap of boredom. There are no alternatives to jumping rope.
Subscribe to my channel.
There is a Chinese saying, good results you will see after 100 days, and more than good results you will see after 1,000 days. Here I am again, my friends, moving on to the other part about doubling your punching power. Since we've already talked about coordinating strength and speed training, it's time to review the most important and necessary exercises. Have you seen how cramped and stiff my muscles looked? Of course, that's exactly what's holding back the punches and making them slow and exhausting. Relaxation. Relaxation increases a boxer's ability to respond quickly and accurately to his opponent's movement. The boxer cannot throw punches quickly and accurately while his muscles are tense and contracted. Shadowboxing. Shadowboxing is an essential part of a boxer's training program from the beginning of his boxing career, as it increases punching speed and improves concentration. It's best to have them at the beginning and end of every workout. Jumping rope. Jumping rope is one of the most important exercises for boxers, especially light and middleweights. It improves a boxer's endurance, enhances maneuvering speed, and improves the efficiency with which the lungs breathe. Pulsating hand grip. My next tip for you this time is to use a pulsating hand grip. Keep it in your workout bag or in the car, and whenever you remember, squeeze it. It strengthens the muscles of the hand, fingers, wrist, and forearm. It enhances a boxer's grip strength. It improves strength and endurance, and relieves stress and strain. Battle rope. It's one of my favorite workouts at the club, and I don't skip it every time I start training. Battle rope exercise improves cardiovascular capacity, strength, calorie burning, coordination, and stability. It is suitable for all levels of general fitness. Speed bag. Speed bag, I advise you to get in the habit of practicing this type of training because it is very beneficial. It improves hand coordination, increases speed and endurance, and improves rhythm, agility, and reflexes. You don't have to stick to these specific exercises. There are so many different and useful exercises in this field. You can find your favorite one for your needs. That's it for now. I hope to see you in a new video and other topics of interest to you, through which you can develop your knowledge in the realm of boxing and its techniques in a scientific and correct manner. I would like to remind you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button. I welcome your inquiries and opinions. I was with you, the boxing coach, Anwar Dallo.